guys, what's going on? I'm back after a long wait, a very long wait, but I've decided to return to doing some actual videos of me cooking up and tutorials teaching people how to use Logic, etc. because I've seen some of the success they had, and obviously it makes me feel good that they've been able to help so many people. It's not something that I'm completely natural at, but it's been enjoyable, so I thought I might do some more, and I'm now uploading beats on another channel, so I'll link that channel in future. But for now, on this channel, I'm gonna just be doing actual videos of me making music. So now I'm just gonna load up Omnisphere and start cooking up a beat from scratch. So yeah, I'm rambling a bit here, but I've recently purchased Omnisphere, so I'm literally gonna start cooking up a beat from scratch, melody and everything. So we'll see how it goes. I'll set the tempo to, let's say, 125. Put a metronome on. In fact, I want a nice slow one. I want a nice bounce like that. I like this ambient space piano sound. So I'm going to experiment by playing a few things in here. That's okay, it's a bit repetitive. You know what? Instead of playing it in, I'm gonna draw in the notes, so creating a new MIDI region. And this is gonna be less of a tutorial and more just literally watching, so I won't be explaining everything I'm doing, but you can kind of see the whole process behind it. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but we'll see. So I'm just going to start drawing in some random patterns. Quite like that. I'm going to loop that. Call it ambient piano. Just trying to do something very simple to build on. So yeah. Now I'm going to get a secondary melody going. So what I'm going to go for, I'm not exactly sure actually. I might even go for a choir kind of sound. So I'm just going to pick a completely random one. Sorry, when I open Omnisphere, it does this thing where the sound just plays out. It's kind of annoying, but if anyone knows how to fix that, let me know. So yeah, but I've recently got Omnisphere. I'm not familiar with all the presets yet, so yeah, I'm kind of just experimenting with the sounds and seeing what comes up. Quite like that. So I'm going to record. So yeah, I'm just recording using the musical typing, using the built-in one. Oh, undo that. I've still got the pen function on here. I'm just recording using the musical typing, just quantize all that. So it's a nice simple melody we got going there. I'm just going to put a little high pass filter on it. In fact, I'll still leave quite a lot of mids in. Just take a bit out there. It's hitting a bit hard. Okay, that's already a nice little thing that we got there. Nothing fancy, nothing special, but you know, it's sounding pretty good. So I'm gonna do one more melody to finalize it and get a bit more, you know, bit of something that brings it that X factor, as Simon Cowell would say. But I don't like Simon Cowell. He's I'm trying not to swear. Naturally, when I'm talking, I swear so much, but you get your advert money taken off you when you swear. So I'm trying not to. But if I end up just swearing loads, then if I swear once, I'm just gonna swear again. So yeah. I'm trying to find a little kind of bell sound. Okay, these ones are too those ones are too like ambient. There we go, I've got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cut that last bit out. So quantize this. We'll change it a bit. I'll just minimalize it a bit for now. So. What I might do is put some reverb. So what I might do on this is put some delay on it, put another high bus filter, just a vague one, cut out a little bit of the highs. So what I might do on this is actually put a bit of echo on it, or should I put delay? What do you think? In fact, I'll put a bit of sample delay on it. No, not sample delay. I meant to put stereo delay. A bit of stereo delay on it, yeah. So it just gives it different time delays on different sides of the stereo field. So I'll just drag it down quite low, just so it gives it a bit more space and ambience. This is still very, very basic, this melody. I could add like a flute in at the end or something to really tie it together. But for now, I'm going to get the drums going. I'll just arrange the melody a bit so it's a bit more interesting for you to listen to. And then in fact, I got one more sound I need to put in. This is going to be a single hit bell. It's going to go like ding. I can't sing that bit. It's going to hit that note, just that at the start of every one. So I'll go on bell chimes. That's kind of giving me it's giving me Space Cadet vibes by Metro Boomin and Gunna. Sorry, you know, you have that that one bell sound in the beat of Space Cadet that really kind of like gives it that nice feeling in the beat. So I'm just gonna have this, just giving it a pulse. And what I'm gonna do actually is change the velocities. So I'm gonna have it going. I'm gonna have it doing like a little crescendo, so going up. So I'm gonna go. First of all, take all the velocities down to 70. So, and then I'm gonna have it going up by 5 each time. So 75, 80. Sorry, I got a notification that distracted me on my phone. 85, 90. Leave it at 89, it's fine. And 95, 100, 105. So this is going to create some momentum. In fact, that's too much. That's too much. I'm going to have it only going up by 3 each time. So I'll delete all of that. Just copy this over. In fact, I'll literally have it go up by 1 each time, so it's really subtle. Because I kind of like this. I kind of like the steadiness of it. So velocity 72. Sorry, this is probably really tedious to watch, but this is the process to go through. So I think there's actually a function on Logic where you can get it to automate crescendos where it's increasing in velocity, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just being a bit lazy doing it like this, but yeah. So like that, just going up a bit. And I'm going to turn the velocity of all of them up a bit as well. So I've got this little arrangement for the melody. And then on this bit, I'm going to have the bells hit only at the very start. So like this, take 3 out there, and take 3 out there. So it's just hitting on the first note of the 4 bar. So, and I'm going to create a new track for this because I'm going to mix it differently. So I want this to have a lot of delay. So delay, echo. I'll go for a half-time echo. So half there, and then wet. Down to about there. Let me see what that sounds like. In fact, no, I want a 1/4 echo. Let me try 1/4 dotted one. That gives it quite a nice little bounce. And then I'm going to loop this again and have a flute come in here or some kind of woodwind instrument. So I haven't really got a sick one. Might be a good one somewhere on Omnisphere, but I can't really find one. So for now, I'm just going to go orchestral and woodwinds. Oh yeah, little side point on that. By the way, if anyone watching this video now knows a lot about Omnisphere and knows any good sound banks to use, then please let me know, because I'm looking to buy some Omnisphere sound banks. So if you know any really good sound banks, then let me know. And yeah, because I want to buy some. So yeah. Take my money, but nah. I'm gonna get a flute sound in now, so I got distracted doing that, but flute solo we'll go for. So I'll open this. I'm gonna whack some reverb. It automatically opens these buses with reverb for some reason. So I'm just gonna have the flute going on the second part. it's quite a nice little tune. So I just played that in live. I'm just going to second it out. I'm just going to shorten it so it just comes in the second part of that melodic loop. Let's listen to that and see if it works. I'm not going to quantize it so it stays more natural sounding. And I'll do a little high pass filter as well. I'm going to definitely take the velocity down on these. So I'm just going to randomize the velocity actually. So you go functions, MIDI transform, and random velocity, and then you select the velocity levels you want it to vary between. So for this one, I'm going to go like 64 to 81. So all of these notes will fall anywhere randomly between those values. So yeah, like that. As you can see, it changes color. But that's a good trick for producers looking to create more depth and texture in their production. Cut some of the high ends out a little bit. So now I think we've got that overall loop. So that was quickly created, and I'm gonna actually start creating some drums now. So what I'll do is open up the sampler, and for the benefit of this video, I'll use this kit. I've called it oh no, one sec. My hard drive isn't plugged in. That was stupid. Yeah, one sec. I just have to plug my hard drive in. This is the there we go, it's plugged in now. So this is the kit. Alright, so if I use, okay, so I'm going to use this kit. So that's a simple little kick pattern I've got. Alright, that's cool. So I realise a little place where I want a little percussion. Not a percussion actually, I'm going to do a hat roll. So just before that second kick. So I'm going to do a little hat roll here. That's it. So actually I'm going to move this here, and then there we go. So I've got the so I'm just going to split up these tracks so I can have things on their own individual tracks. I was meant to just be doing kicks then, but I got the idea to do some other little things to it. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and do it. So what I do is copy and paste everything I've done and then just put them all into a different track. So then in mixing you can do them all differently. But yeah, so this is the kick. So we'll do it from here. So I'm gonna do some velocities. So this one's gonna hit semi-hard. So I'm gonna have a really interesting kick rhythm where the hardest kick is actually gonna be this one. So it's gonna like, this one hits medium, this one hits really hard, and then this one hits a bit softer and then a lot softer. So it goes like middle, up, down. So it's like, it creates movement. So I'm gonna take that one out actually, so then it goes. I'm gonna delete that for now, so. And then for these ones, we'll have this one hitting again medium hard, about that, well, pretty hard still. And then this one really hard, and then this one a bit softer. So kind of similar to that pattern there, but I'm doing this one, which is the same as that, harder. So I'm just going to leave it like that and then copy that over. So that's the kick pattern done and the velocity done. So another thing I like to do, just go on imaging direction mixer and spread it to the center. So it's panned right dead in the center. Yeah, so now we're going to add in a clap, just simple. So this is the clap, just simple. Every producer, every man and his dog knows how to put a clap in. It's not complicated. I'm just gonna leave that straight there like that. Just do a little filter on it, just to clean it up a little bit for now. Take these over. So this is a little open hat, this one, yeah. I'll pan that a bit to the right. This is the hi-hat roll, so I'm going to call that hat roll. I'll pan it a little bit to the left, just to give some balance, because that's to the right. Then I'm going to pan this one far left. This is just one hi-hat, so I'm just going to call it one hat. It's literally a hi-hat that hits one time. Do a little filter on it, and I'm going to bust it to a reverb, so I'm going to call this hat verb. So turn the bus up to 0 and then call the bus hat verb, and I'm going to put some reverb on it. Space Designer. Let's see what this sounds like. In fact, turn it down. There we go. So if you hear that, what I did actually is on the Space Designer, I turned the wetness all the way up and no dry. So the wet signal all the way up and no dry signal. So yeah, and then you can adjust it very easily here in one knob with the bus send effect. So here you'll hear it. So I don't know if you can hear that through these speakers, it's not the best audio setup, but it gives it more space and ambience. And I'm going to put it to the left, yeah, to the far left. So already that's getting a nice kind of bounce. It's almost like a club bounce, but it's still got that kind of like dark feeling, like a metro beat or something. Turn that flute down a bit. Just gonna EQ this a bit, tidy it up. I'm just doing very basic EQs. In actual mixing, I go much more in depth into EQ in terms of when I'm mixing my beats, but for now I'm literally just doing some little EQs to tidy it up, so just tidying up the low and high end a little bit. Nothing drastic at all, just very basic. So I can turn the metronome off actually now. So I'm actually going to move all of these drums to here and then have this bit as a section where the drums break. So and what I've decided as well is I like this drum pattern, but I want it flipped the other way around. So what I'm going to do is delete that, and I'm going to do this, drag that there, split it here using Command T, and put it there. So now it's the other way around. I can join the file back up again and just drag it there, and now it's the same. Now it's the other way around. So you've got the 1 2 3 at the start and then the 1 2 3 4 at the end. And in fact, I've decided that this one I want to hit hard as well, because it rounds it off a bit more. It sounds cool when it's not hitting as hard, but it rounds it off more if the last one hits hard as well, so I'll do that. I'm going to have it hit nice and hard. So on this one I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, just to give it some more texture variation, so it goes pretty hard, a bit softer, really hard. So I'm just going to arrange it a bit. Sorry, I was just making noises. That's how I forget that I'm actually filming a video and not just cooking up alone. But whenever I'm cooking up, I like start kind of beatboxing in a way to kind of imagine how I want the hi-hats to sound and stuff like that. So I'm going to use this south side percussion I found on Splice to do another hi-hat. So I'm going to do that on the offbeat like a like a little just something on the offbeat to give it that extra bit of bounce, like a. So you'll see when I record it. That little So it's quite a wide hi-hat. I'll take the velocity down to about that. Just going to loop it long to do that. In fact, I'm not going to have the flute coming in there, I won't have it there. So. I just realised that I moved the bells I didn't mean to move, so. I'm going to delete this one as well, because I've already got the other hi-hat here, the open hat here, is already coming in where the second one would be, so I'm going to just do. So I'm going to have this one bit to the left and this one to the right, just to give it some variation. So yeah, gives it a bit of width when you listen to headphones. Gotta plug my charger in, one sec. This is gonna be a really long video, but hopefully it's providing some value to you, anyone still watching at this point. But yeah, Hopefully there's someone out there. I'm joking, but yeah. Trying to bring some value, so. So I'm gonna go. I want another percussion sound for that. So maybe that. I like this for. I like that little percussion. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I've got it. So what I'm doing there, this sound here is a snare, and well, obviously to you producers who know, and these are two percussions. So I'm gonna do it's fairly typical kind of patterns, merging them two together, and then I'll just record these in now. So. Oh, wow, that was stupid. I was still on ambient piano, so I need to select it. So, yeah. One sec. So basically, just a little pattern there. That's nice, I like that. So split it into 3 tracks again, because there's 3 different instruments there, and copy them down, and then just isolate the ones in their own tracks. So that's the snare, so we'll leave that called a snare. And then this one is going to be the first percussion, so we'll call it perk 1. Percussion, not percusset. And there we go kids, do percussion, not percusset. Message to the youth. That was fucking dead, but yeah, let's go. So yeah, call that perk 2, by the way. And then another thing I want to get in is another hat. Fuck it. Oh, I swore, damn it. Hat, I meant to say hi-hat, so I'm just going to do a steady hi-hat rhythm. In fact, I'll just draw in. So yeah, get the pencil out. I got a bit distracted because I accidentally swore. I was meaning not to swear because I want that YouTube ad money. I'm broke out here, we gotta live. Us producers gotta eat too. But yeah, hopefully YouTube don't take away my ad money for that, but who knows. So let's get the hi-hat. So I'm going to do a little roll here. I'll take it off draw because we've already got it. So what I'm going to do actually, do 3 in each box and then duplicate it. So I'm being dumb with these hat rolls here. Just want to get them even. Then. So with these, I'm going to have it descending velocity. just by about 3 or 4 each time, just to get it the tail off effect, like just tailing off, if you get what I mean. You probably didn't get that by that terrible beatboxing, but yeah, my mind works in strange ways. And then one more at the end, lower even. So in this, and in the second half of the pattern, I'm just gonna have it literally playing this pattern, so it allows the open hats and the little roll that I did to shine through. So a bit more busy here, a bit more separated there. So 1 2 break, 1 2 break, 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 like that. So that's a really nice bounce. I like that a lot. So really gives it like a club bounce in a way. So I'll take the pencil tool off, back onto the pointer tool, pull this hat. So this bit I'm going to leave it stripped back, and then next bit I'll drop the hi-hats back in. I'm going to drop the clap in there instead. So now I'm going to do just drag it out to here to get a little intro. In fact, no, out to here. We're gonna have this bit as the intro with none of the start bell. So and then now what I'm gonna do is add in a pre-drop effect. So in fact, let me just quickly high pass the hi-hats quite high, take a little bit of the very, very high end out to make it a bit less grating, just to make it a bit tighter. So here we've got some effects. So, oh, what have I done here? So here we've got some effects. Damn, I'm pressing the wrong command keys. Okay, idiot. So that's the one I want, that drop effect. So it's gonna just sweep before the drop, like that. And we've got a little riser here. So usually I just use both of these in my beats. So just before the drop, I put this drop in. So usually I have it just before the drop, but I think with this one, I might have it earlier and then cut it out. So, and then cut the melody out. So like this maybe. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so. Yeah, I like that. So now I'm going to bring in 808. So I haven't added in the 808 yet, just because you can't really hear it out of this speaker that much when as I know I'm using like my built-in microphone and everything. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but yeah, I'm going to add it in anyway. I use one of these Southside 808s from the pack. I'll just pick a random one for now. I want one that's kind of like thick. You shouldn't usually do this, but I'm just going to whack it up to 6. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll put it back down to there. I'm going to give it a boost on the low end and a boost on the mids, just so you can more just so you can hear it. I would usually boost the mids a little bit to give it a bit of that distorted vibe and to get it more present in your speakers, but I'm boosting it even more just so you can really hear it. This one you can't really hear anyway. That one's too thin. Usually I get quite complex with my 808s, but for this one I might do the very basic, like the 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, like the 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, the boom boom boom, that one, like. I like that pattern a lot, so basically. I think that's in tune, let me just hear it. Yeah, this is, the root note is D, and if E, sorry, and then if I go up, yeah, that's definitely in tune with the original melody, so, like, yeah, because E is there in the scale, it's definitely in tune, and it sounds right to me, it sounds in tune, so. Cool thing to do with the 808 is going to be put a stereo spreader on it. So we'll do this more in mixing, but I'm just going to do a little bit here. So I think overall we've got the main idea for the beat done. So we've got the hats, we've got the 808, we've got the clap, we've got the kick, we've got the percussion. Yeah, looks like we've got everything, so I'm going to do a quick arrangement, and yeah, we'll see what it sounds like in the end. I think I'm quite happy with the melody. No, quite happy with the drums, sorry. The melody isn't so great to me, so I might change that bit. Not in this video, but in the next video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mixing video where, if the demand is right, and if you want to see it, I'll do a mixing video for this beat. So I'll literally leave the project exactly as it is, and I'll play it, and I'll show you my whole process of like how I mix it, how I do everything like that. So yeah, how I get it to a releasable quality. So for now I haven't even really leveled it at all, so how I level it, mix it, everything like that. So yeah, for now I've done a few minor things like velocity and panning and everything, but yeah, for now I'll just play out the beat, so I'll stop talking, and I'll start arranging it while I'm doing it as well. So I'll have everything dropping in there. before the drop here again. So in this drop, I'll bring the kick back in. I won't bring everything back in like I did on the first one. So bring the hi-hats in. And then what I'll do is I'll bring this other stuff back in, all of this here, and I'll bring it in this time with the drop. So with the drop of all the drums, so like this. Just whack everything in at once. This is a very quick arrangement, but so it's going to build up. And actually I'm going to do a quick little thing here where when this melody plays this, I'm going to have all the drums cut out there. So let me show you how to do this. So select the point where the melody starts and ends. So it starts there, and I'm going to go select all the drums, do Command T to split them, select it at the point where I want them to drop back in, and do Command T to split them, do keep, that's saying if there's notes still left you want to keep or delete them, so keep them, and then delete all the section where you want it dropped out, so like this. Like that, yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll add a little effect in there, in the drop, in the point where the drums drop out, to really like tie it together. So let me see if we've got anything. That could give it like a spacey, that sounds like almost like a astronaut's radio or something, like something spacey and weird, so I might try that. Let me try putting that in. So I'm going to have this other drop sound there as well. So we got this kind of spacey radio sound. Bring this back. So this one is, the second one's a riser. So we'll just split it, do that. Duplicate it, my mind went blank there. So we're going to leave the top one there, leave the bottom one there. So I'll call this one riser, I'll call this one space radio. Weird name, but yeah, that's what the sound reminded me of. So this helps the sound. That sounds quite nice. Another good tip when arranging, just to make your life a bit easier, is put the sounds in a kind of order that makes sense to you. So I like to do it in the melodies all first, and then I have the 808 because it's kind of melodic, because it's tuned, and then I have the kick, so I kind of work my way up from there. So kick, clap, snare, hi-hats, that kind of thing, because they're the most fundamental aspects of the track. And then things like open hats and hat rolls and perks and drop effects can go below because they're not so fundamental. So that's how I like to arrange my mixer, like that. Because also another good reason to arrange it in that way, having the 808 kick, clap, snare in a place all together and hi-hats is because in a rap beat or trap or, you know, hip-hop, any subgenre within hip-hop, it's going to be the kick, the snare, the hi-hats and the 808 that are always going to be playing. Like, they're going to drop out at times, but when the beat comes in, they're nearly always going to come in. So obviously you can do what you want with the arrangement, but yeah, they're nearly always going to come in. So yeah, you can keep them together because it just makes life simpler and makes it a bit more neat. So see this here, like, it doesn't look as messy as it could if I, like, say, put my hats down here and my clap here. Like, see how that just looks more messy now? So I feel like that's a good thing. It's just good to keep yourself organized, just to keep them all together. So I'm gonna have this here, just like a little bridge section almost. And then I'm gonna do this, drag this over here. In fact, no, not that. These bells here. So I'll just have one of them. Have that drop out again. And then from there we'll have this come all back in, and that'll be like the last drop, I think. Let me see how long it's gone for. So 2 minutes or so. So this is going to be the last drop. So I'll drop all this back in here. And then boom, everything's going to drop back in. So, because at the end you want to really build momentum where you know, everything's getting the most hyped it was in the song. We'll do that to fill that bit in again here. So on the last drop, yeah, you want it to really hit and you can feel the momentum of everything. So yeah. I've messed up something there. So what's going on there? I've dragged something onto the wrong track. That should be down, and these two should be down as well. Yeah. Check that's all working. So I'm just going to have this as a little outro. A little... So yeah. That's a little outro. So overall that's the project, so I'm going to save that, put it on my desk. By the way, you should always save it earlier when you're cooking up. I just forgot to save it because I'm concerned doing the video, but because I've got my mind on doing the video and everything, doing a screen recording. But you should always save your project as you're going along, just in case your computer crashes, and then that would be annoying if you lose stuff. But yeah, save your stuff. So I'm going to save this as first video in ages. So save that, and yeah, that's the beat, that's it all done. And I'm now gonna let it play out at the end of the video. So I'm gonna bounce it down exactly how it is, no more mixing or anything, and I'm gonna let it play out exactly how it is, unmixed, at the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video, share it with all your friends, share it with everyone you know who makes beats. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, just show love, show support. It's really appreciated because I did put some time in to make this video, and yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed cooking up this video. cooking up this beat. Sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna let the unmixed beat play out in this outro, and then if you enjoyed it, we'll see if there's demand for a part 2. So spam the comments down below saying you want a part 2. Tell everyone you want a part 2 of mixing the beat, and then we can get into the mixing process. Or if you just liked watching the cook up, then yeah, I'll do more cooking up videos like this. So thanks for watching. Thank you to everyone who supports my videos and watches them, everything like that. Some more content aimed to beginners coming soon as well, so don't sleep on that. Wait for that if you're a beginner. But to the advanced producers or the intermediate ones, you just like watching the cook up, seeing how the process is, and because I watch these cook ups myself with other people, then yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see more of, and I'll stop talking now. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, by the way, at J_Cadney, CADNEY. So yeah, I'll stop talking now and I'll let the beat play out. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.